And you will never reach the destination if you stop to throw stones at every dog that barks. Words are powerful. Use them wisely. People come and go, but guess what? The right ones stay. And failure is when you don't try. And so let's pick from these wise quotes. It says, words are powerful. Use them wisely. The way you talk to people it matters a lot. And sometimes it's really hard to forget. Very, very much hard. And you will never reach the destination if you stop and throw stones at every dog's that exactly. Once you stop and start to answer everyone, then you will not get there. Because human beings as a whole cannot be satisfied. So just be on the path. Know that you are doing the right thing and be able to do it to the best of your ability. And the day is August 3rd, 2023. And this is how we would like to say this morning, Liberia. Good morning, Liberia. As we welcome you to another beautiful edition of Good Morning, Liberia. This is a program where we serve you breakfast every morning. And yesterday we had a very hot mug of and today we're going to start things up on this morning show. So if you are there listening, I urge that you keep listening as we will dive into our discussions for the day. My name is Emiria Wonai, and unfortunately, I couldn't get the whole team here this morning, but nevertheless, we are here to do the Liberian people job. And so this program comes with every day. So today we're just some random issues in Liberia, looking at the national issues. We will be discussing politics, but just before going into our discussions for the day, we will take a short break here and then we'll be right back. Okay, so welcome back to Voice of Liberia 104.1. Currently, the program Good Morning Liberia, where we discuss national issues, where we serve you breakfast. And I am Samira. One line, unfortunately, I couldn't get the whole team here. But if you are following our live on Facebook, I urge that you share the live videos. I urge that you drop a comment and they will be read out later. If you are following us through Radio Learn Tool would like to say keep listening, listening as we will bring you or trendy issues and give opportunity to participate later. So, like I said, we're looking at random issues within Liberia, within our politics, carrying towards the October 10th elections. We are going to be looking at some of the things that's happening within Liberia. And we will also look at the statement or some of the campaign policies that was given by NEC yesterday. They had a workshop there that they were training people for this 2023 elections. I will also read out some of the things that were said yesterday. But just before that, let's take the voice for Yakia Koluba. A few weeks ago, he said something to the Unity Party, and I think it was that's Jeremiah Kuhn he was addressing. But let's take a look at it, and we'll go to the next audio for this morning.
Ambassador Bwanga know the name, and the chairman Apple know the name, Jeremiah Kuhn know the name, because when it happened, I don't have from people. No, we stood up for 6 years. We didn't stand up and form an opposition to come and can't do that again. They can do something to me. No, I will not discuss this anymore. But when the time reach, they hit or hit somebody. In the Lebrepo, they put on themselves, they're not by me. I am saying it now. When you're happy, I approach the issue, and nothing has been done about it. I told Yomli yesterday, we were angry. I don't want to see anybody that movement. I said, for me, going to Yom Senator Kanga, she called me. You know, people that joke with the serious sense. Don't overlook me. I don't care. I've never lived in this country. I don't care to be represented. Jeremiah Kuhn didn't want me to be represented. I do not want Jeremiah Kuhn to be vice president. Who was feeling was feeling? The ambassador was sitting there when I said it. And I had a care about the party. One me my car because now I was very angry. Who come in rock on the competition here?
Okay, so let's take it back. Let's take it back. Let's take it back. That's Yakia
Ambassador Bwanga know the name, and the chairman Apple know the name, Jeremiah Kuhn know the name, because when it happened, I don't have from people. No, we stood up for 6 years. We didn't stand up and form an opposition to come and can't do that again. They can do something to me. No, I will not discuss this anymore. But when the time reach, they hit or hit somebody. In the Lebrepo, they put on themselves, they're not by me. I am saying it now. When you're happy, I approach the issue, and nothing has been done about it. I told Yomli yesterday, we were angry. I don't want to see anybody that movement. I said, for me, going to Yom Senator Kanga, she called me. You know, people that joke with people with the serious sense. Don't overlook me. I don't care. I've never lived in this country. I don't care to be represented. Jeremiah Kuhn did not want me to be represented. I do not want Jeremiah Kuhn to be vice president. Who was feeling was feeling? The ambassador was sitting there when I said it. And I had a chairman of the party walk me my car because now I was very angry. Who come in rock on the competition here?
Okay, so that was Honorable Yakia Koluba of District number 10. But let's take this voice from Beneda Ure and see.
You cannot be in the.
I want the world to know that we did not leave Unity Party. Unity Party left us. They put us out. When you work with a group for 6 years, and at the closing moment they tell you we don't want no collaboration with you, that's the biggest betrayal ever. Then they influence us to start the Democratic Alliance. At the conclusion of the day, they said they didn't need the Democratic Alliance again because there was no confusion in the party. They wanted us to form the Democratic Alliance in the Eastern when things didn't go well for them. In their party, they had a fallback position, the Democratic Alliance. They convinced me and Professor Larry Tupa, we were the two founding leaders of the Democratic Alliance. Until today, they have hijacked the documents for the Democratic Alliance, along with the money that was sent from America to help open the account for the Democratic Alliance. The party of a few, and you still dying behind, crying behind us, and you say that we will not support you. I want to use this opportunity to let you all know that the executive committee has passed that we no longer support Unity Party. And the reason why is because of how they treated us. Almost 4 of our candidates, they took them away from us. Based on the fact that they're from the same tribe, in the same county, the youth tribal pressure. People we worked with for 6 years were bad enough to go and try to destroy us as a party. But we let them know during this election that we are a force to reckon with. How can you be so evil? We spend our time, our energy, our resources on you for 6 years, and one or two legislative seats to fight us. You take it away. You take away our candidates that we have nurtured and made strong over the years. I want the world to know that we're not stupid and we'll never be used that way again. God is a wonderful God. He showed us these people. Now, if we have gone through this election and they will have won, they will have treated us like dogs. But I'm telling you, the voice of all of you all will be heard. At the appropriate time, we will meet and decide what we do, where we go. No one person must think we owe them anything, and we got to go them. Politics is interest. If you decide, don't go by the unity party, I'm not going. You can go.
Okay, so they treated us, sir. If they were going to win this election, we were going to be treated as dogs. That Beneda Ure to the Unity Party, the opposition, the biggest opposition in the town, Unity Party, that's Ure to him. We all have been seeing what have been going on in Liberia over the past time. We are in the political season, and some people might say, some people are playing politics, and it's all politics draft. They are trying to, turn the people minds in Liberia. But the question here is, what is really happening? What is happening in the Unity Party? Like, what is going on? All of these presidential candidates who are fighting for the elections this year, they were to be coming to the table and bringing their platform, telling us what they can do for Liberia. But within the United Party, we are seeing too many division. There's too many division within that party. We saw it from the previous stage with Yombly. If Yombly wasn't strong, she was going to leave that party. If she just wasn't strong. But because she was so loyal to Joseph Baka, Ambassador Baka, a man with good reputation. She was so loyal to him. So she decided to stay. And just weeks ago, we saw that Bernard Ure came up with a press conference, and the voice that was played was Bernard Ure's voice addressing the Unity Party, and he said that they did not leave Unity Party. Unity Party left them. What is going on? Yaka Koluba will play Yaka Koluba's voice. He was responding to Jeremiah Kun. He said that the same way how Jeremiah Kun don't want to see him is the same way how he don't want to see Jeremiah Kun or support Jeremiah Kun. What is going on? In district number 10, there's another candidate there that is running on the Unity Party ticket. Is where the problem is coming from with Yeke Koluba. So the question here is, what is going on in the CPP that people are not coming up to address? Because we all know Henry Costa came up with 42 pages addressing the press and saying that Joseph Waka went to or Ghana to negotiate Wologisi Mountain. We all know Henry Costa is that consistent. And myself, I said I cannot look at that, but anyway, let's leave it because anywhere you see smoke coming from, fire was there before. But Henry Costa, because he's not consistent, so people never took his words serious. But looking at Benedict Ure, what he just said over the few weeks is something for we all to take a strong look at. Why we are taking a strong look at it is because Benedict Ure have been with Unity Party for 6 consecutive years. He have been with Unity Party. He have been there helping them through the rain and sun. He have been there spending his money. He have been there making negotiations. He's a very consistent man. He have been with them. What happened in there that Belinda Ure had to come up and he said that there's no way he can support Unity Party within these elections. And let me just tell you something. If you cannot put your own house in order, they said the countries you are going to put in order, Whole Liberia, looking at whole Liberia, will you be able to control Liberia? If there's small things going on within your house and you are not even able to bring them together and have peace among your people, can say that politics is interest, politics is interest. Yes, politics is interest, and all of these things they are doing. People who are going to negotiations, they are not doing it for we, the Liberians. They are doing it for their own gain because probably there was a discussion that went on within that house, and it was the cause that Benedict Ayure is saying that he cannot support Unity Party and he will not support Unity Party in this year's elections. There's too many thoughts coming from this opposition. Too many people dropping, and yet they are not saying anything about it. They feel that they are not answerable to the Liberian people today. So if you are not answerable to the Liberian people today, when you get into power, will you be answerable to them? That's the question. We are addressing this issue this morning. We are not saying that things there's nothing happening within the CDC-led government, but they are able to settle their issue, their correlation that they have. They might have problems there. See, they talk and make palaver, but they are able to applicably settle it within their house. But United Party, they are breaking apart, and there's nothing being said about it to the Liberian people, but they are just moving forward, thinking that they are to rescue Liberia. How will you rescue Liberia when some Liberians have this particular mindset about you? How are you coming to rescue Liberia? How? When you cannot put your house into order, how will you rescue Liberia? That's one of the biggest questions this morning. We just have is August. We have one more month to October. And campaign open tomorrow. Tomorrow campaign opens. So people will be going about and trying to lobby and get people to vote for them. But looking at the way Unity Party is, looking at some all of the allegations that have been narrowed against them, and they had nothing to say about it. Henry Costa came up and he said a whole lot of things. Joseph Walker came up on a page and he responded with, I can say, two paragraphs saying that Henry Costa is his son. I wish I could find this here. Saying that Henry Costa is his son, and if Costa says such, forgive Costa, but is that true? Yeah, it was. And they couldn't even address the Liberian people properly. Now Benin that you came up with one, and there's nothing being said about it. Joseph Waka, why can't you use your leadership skill and be able to address these things, these allegations? Why can't you? You think why Cummings is always going about and addressing his or alleged issue that people have been talking about him over the past time in Liberia? It's because he want to clear the mindset of Liberians. It's because he feel that it's not true. That's the reason. Just this one time, or Alexander Cummings, he was in Bone County. He visited our church there, and he was clearing the air that he's married with two children and five grandchildren, and that he's not a gay. And people who are saying that he's a gay is the do you think why he keep going about? Because you are in a public space. So any allegations that are raised up against you, you're supposed to be able to address it. If you want a successful election, if you cannot put your house in order now, when will you put your house in order? Is it when you happens to win the October 10 elections? Is when you will try to put it in order? Too many people dropping from the Unity Party, and there's nothing being said about it. We need to know. We need to know what is going on. It's our right to be informed because we are the ones who will put you there. Liberians are the ones who will vote you. So if you want them to vote you, you have to let them know what is going on within your camp. Yes, you are a very clean man. You served government over the year. But I think what you're supposed to be doing right now is you're supposed to be laying your platform to the Liberian people. If you win this October elections, what you will do for Liberia and Liberians is what we need to be hearing. We need to be worrying about their political tactics. It was just the other day we played recording in here, and we said that you went Minnesota for a convention. We also had a convention. It was alleged that you started to pick some of the people that will work within your government already. While you have people down here who will be voting you into the presidential seat comes October, you have people here who will want to work in your government, but yet you went up there and you started to pick people who will work within your government. It's alleged. We got it from a reliable source. These people who are up there, who will not even vote. Some of them will not even come down here to vote. You have Liberians down here voting for you, but yet you go up there to pick some of these people that will be able to work within your government. And looking at Fakon was even at the at the convention. These people that you have around you, Ambassador Baka, you have to check. You have to check them well. It's how you are playing your strategy, you are doing your political tactics to be able to get them and be able to vote for you or raise some money for your campaign. Maybe, but these people are people who are coming around because they want to be in power. Most of these people who are around you, they worked within the ruling government. That's the Coalition for Democratic Change. Look at Fakon. Fakon was at the Ministry of Information. He worked there as assistant minister. Over the time, you couldn't say anything bad about Josh Manewia. Fakon will debunk your statement. I used to go for press briefing there. As soon as you want to ask questions against the government, Fakon will tell you that he's the man for the people. Most of the people around you, they are not consistent. Now Fakon is in your territory, your convention that you had in Minnesota. Fakon spoke this one time. Hmm. He's giving you, he's with you. Why these people, they were not with you at the time where we have Benedict Irene around supporting you, giving their lives to you. Where were these people? But now they are coming to the board because it's election time and they are doing it for self gain. They want to gain for themselves. Is the reason why they are coming around. You know, I just decided to talk about this morning because I want for Joseph Walker to clearly look at some of the things he's doing and be able to respond to it. Yes, he might not respond to it in person, but he has somebody that will be able to address the public about these allegations that have been narrowed against him. You know, the mentality that we get as Liberian or politicians is very bad. Politicians, they see politics as money to enrich themselves. It's something like they see it like something that money making thing, I should say, is how politicians see politics. They just go into politics because they want to get money, they want to be famous, is why they go into politics. Fakone is stable around here. Fakone was pressing the government around, they did they left government, they went, they sat down in America, they're making songs against the same government that they work in. Why can't you leave politics and be able to do business to help the Liberian people? That's Waka Sharif, right? He's about to open his petroleum company, which of course LPRC is in support of. It gives jobs to the Liberian people. It helps the Liberian people. These are some of the things we should be able to focus on and stop thinking that politics is all to life. You want to go into politics because you want to get money. You want to be famous. You don't have the country at heart, but you are going into politics because you want to enrich yourself. Some of these people, if they get into power, what will they do for the Liberian people? It's only elections time you see them coming around to be able to cajole the Liberian people, give them 1 or 2 bags of rice to be able to get their food. For Liberians, you have to be vigilant this time around. You have to know who you want. You have to know who will put this country as first. You have to know who will be able to develop this country. These are the things you have to do. So let's look at Baka. Baka served Ellie Johnson for 12 good years as vice president. Yes, he said that he was all car parked in the garage. We agree. But what about the 42 years that you worked within government? What you did for the Liberian people? For them to say yes, because of this, we'll be able to re-elect him. Since your age 29, you started to work within the government, you work within the agricultural sector, you work for favorite positions in government. What are some of the things you have to show for us to say, yes, we let this man? I always tell people, politics, if you want to get into politics, you start to do something for the people. Yes, it's not in the Liberian law that before you get into power, or it's the representative job to build roads, to construct roads, or it's the representative job to build hand pump, or it's the representative job to be able to put toilets within the community. For your own initiatives, you'll be able to take upon it and do it for Liberians. Be able to help Liberians. It might not be constructing roads or fixing the little roads in their community for them, but be able to give back to Liberians. If you are going into politics, you'll be able to help Liberians. You'll be able to send some people, open, schools or technical colleges that people will be able to go to and be able to benefit from you before going into politics. Because Liberia is what the people see, it's what they will go for. You don't have anything to show, but yet you want to be president or representatives or senators for Liberians. So when you are elected, it's the time you'll be able to do something for them. That's the question. Is that the time you'll be able to do something for them? It's the political season. Campaign is opening tomorrow. You'll be able to lay your platform. Tell Liberians what you will do for them. It's what we need. We need there's too much, tactics going on within this politics game within Liberia. It's not what we need. Election is almost here. October 10, Liberians will be putting in the next president. All of these presidential candidates, let them be able to come to the table and tell us what they will do for Liberia. It's what we want because Liberia is all we have. Yes, it's all we have. Allegations being narrow against you, you cannot say anything about it. Nobody coming up to say anything. If you go on the streets, I usually do citizen forces. If you go out there, you hear people saying the paper oh nobody explanation. Seriously, the paper have to give us explanation. If he's not the one doing it, he have to. He have to do it because he's answerable to us. We are the ones who determine who will sit within or the presidential seat. This is why you see every time election is coming, these people they are running back to us. It's because we are the ones who will be able to elect them. So Liberia, that's it. We have to be serious in this country for once. We have to stop going into politics because we want to enrich ourselves because we feel that it's money making thing. Look at the stores around Liberia. It's owned by Lebanese. It's owned by the Indian people. Not too many Liberians have their own stores within Liberia. These are some of the things we should be looking at to be able to put food on another man's table, give another man job to be able to sustain he and his family. Yes, politics, going to politics is a good thing because you are going to make laws for us, going to make decisions for the country. We are not saying it's bad, but not everybody is supposed to go into politics. At times, you look on the other side because these people who are going to politics, they are going there for their own gain. They are not going there for Liberia. They are not. You worked for the 2 good years, and yet we cannot see anything. But you are back to the Liberian people that they should elect you as president. If they elect you as president, what will you do for them? What will you do? That's one of the questions. What? So we will take the voice of Prince Johnson. It was just the other day we we heard audio that PYJ was talking to Jeremiah Kun, the VP to Unity Party. He was saying that is that the kind of man you want to be a president to? Jeremiah Kun doesn't even listen to people. who is arrogant? Is that the kind of man? Is that the kind of man you want to be your vice president? And over the time, it was day before yesterday, Prince Johnson came up and he said that it's not true. He denied it. He said that it was not true. Yeah. So we will take his voice here. He responding to that particular statement. All right, we'll take the first one where he talked about. Okay. Is that the kind of person you want to be, Father, Mr. Boy? Let me just tell you something. Jeremiah, don't temperamental or aggressive, like a devil aggressive. Is that the kind of person you want to be, Father, Mr. Boy? When you become vice president, will you not keep Mr. Boy to become president tomorrow? Okay, we'll take it again. Let me just tell you something. Jeremiah, don't temperamental or aggressive, like a devil aggressive. Is that the kind of person you want to be, Father, Mr. Boy? When you become vice president, will you not keep Mr. Boy to become president tomorrow? Okay, so that's the voice of Prince Johnson, and he denied it though. He said, I'm kind of looking for what he said. Yeah, he responded to it. He said that Jeremiah was too temperamental in this audio. Hmm. Yeah, but let me just take a short break, and then when we get back, we will play that voice.
I want the world to know that we did not leave Unity Party. Unity Party left us. They put us on. When you work with a group for 6 years, and at the closing moment they tell you we don't want no collaboration with you, that's the biggest betrayal ever. Then they influence us to start the Democratic Alliance. At the conclusion of the day, they said they didn't need the Democratic Alliance again because there was no confusion in the party. They wanted us to form the Democratic Alliance, so in the instance when things didn't go well for them, in their party they had a fallback to.
Okay, so let's take this here from Prince Johnson.
Yeah. So that's the first thing I'm calling for. Name devotion. I'm the father of political leader in the country. Nobody. And the people of Nimba listen to their elders. They are and the elderly statesmen are not under the soul born dearly. They will prefer to listen to, my name is Nimba. My name is Nimba. That's my name. They want to trust. They want to depend on me. Nimba dependent. They look up to me. They trust me. President and never be anybody vote overwhelmingly, and they are prepared to listen. The mistake that overwhelmingly was to not get the job is far. I need 4 minister number. I need 3 managing director number. But you have all of a sudden, you get one post office. Who is posting that? Deputy minister cannot go to cabinet meeting. Deputy minister does not employ giving him by the people of. So to give, giving the assistant minister, then somebody director.
Okay, so that was the voice of Prince Johnson. He said that at least President Weah wants to give 4 ministers or to give 3 managing directors to Nimba County. You know, people who are in politics are always saying that they are doing it for their self. They are doing it to enrich themselves. Because Prince Johnson is a sitting senator and he knows what the Liberian law calls for. How will you give 4 ministries to one county? 4 ministries. That's nepotism. How will you do it? How is that possible? That you give 4 good ministries to Nimba County? So he's clearly trying to say that it was the reason why he left. And now going to Joseph Walker, I think they had some kind of negotiation because now we all are seeing that Jeremiah Kuhn is the vice president that they are in this race with Joseph Walker. So I think he and Joseph Walker had an agreement. Yes, you if you make one of the sons of Nima your VP, then we will support you in the elections. I will go to Nimayans and they will be able to support you in this October 10th elections. I think that was the agreement that was made, just the same way how agreement was made during President Weah, and I think it was rapper agreement. Because if Prince Johnson had no hard documents, he was going to bring it up. But nothing of such. And politician, I know that you are playing this to be able to get to where you want to get, but it's bad. How will you come up and agree with somebody upon certain terms just because you want to get to where you want to get? Even President Weah, he was to just tell Prince Johnson, no, I don't want to do this. In a big gone. But Prince Johnson now he's jumping from one political party to another. So the question here is, what if all of the agreements that you and Bwaka, you people agreed upon, what just if Bwaka happens to win these elections and he gets into power and he executes your plan? Will you jump to another political party, or your plan have been executed already that you gave Jeremiah Kuhn as the vice president to Joseph Bwaka? Liberians, we have to be serious. We have to be serious. Let's start playing politics. Let's stop playing politics in Liberia with a dirty hand. We have to be serious. We have to put the country first. We have to. Too many things going on. The opposition party, they get too many floods and they are not coming to the Liberian people to address it. They want Liberians to go to the polls October 10 with that mindset, with that perception of them. If you wanted to be president of this nation, then you have to address issues that have been raised up against you, allegations. You have to clarify, you have to clear the air about these things. You have to tell Liberian people your platform, lay your platform. Tell them what you will do for Liberia if you win this October 10, 2023 elections, because you will get executives 6 good years to serve the Liberian people. Tell us what you will do. George Manuel Weah says, yeah, we saw what he did. He constructed roads, he built hospitals, parks. Some of the promises that he made, he fulfilled some of them. The freedom of speech is something that we see in Liberia. Everybody, they are entitled to their right. They are entitled to speak up. He did his part over the 6 years. We are not saying his government is completely clean, but he did his part over the 6 years. There are things that he can show within the 6 years that he ruled Liberia, that his government ruled Liberia. You that want to be president this October 10th, bring your platform to us. Tell what you will do when you get into power. We're not just be hearing we want to rescue Liberia. What are some of the things you will do when you are rescuing Liberia, and rescue Liberia from who and what? Too many political parties, and they are not coming to the board to tell us what they want to do for Liberia and Liberians. Liberia is all we have. This country is all we have. This country is all we have. So, if you are just joining us, this is a reminder that you are listening to Voice of Liberia 104.1. And currently, it's the program Good Morning Liberia, and I'm here serving you breakfast. Unfortunately, the rest of the team couldn't be here, so I'm here alone trying to serve the Liberian people. My name is Sylvia Wonlai, and I would like to say thanks to Famata Donkey and Chris Williams Joshua. They are always here every morning to to be able to serve and give back to Liberian people. But it couldn't be here this morning due to some, important reasons. So if you are watching us through our Facebook Live, I urge you to share the video and drop a comment. It will be read out later. But let's take this quickly before going. It says our major issues will be the NEC meeting with presidential candidate yesterday. Yesterday, NEC had a meeting with for the presidential candidates that fighting for this October 10 elections, and the meeting was centered around peace, how to maintain the peace of this country. How are we going to maintain the peace? Farmington Declaration it was signed, and it talks about peace too. So, in maintaining the peace of this country, we have to be saver. We have to come together as one and know who we want for Liberia. And these politicians too, they have to tell the Liberian people what they will do for Liberia. It's not just coming and throwing jobs at each other. We should pass that stage in politics already. You should know what you want to do. It's not about talking to the other political party. The part I cannot understand is that if you put your money or you invest in hosting a program to address the Liberian people, to lay your platform is when you come about to talk about the ruling government, to talk about the frauds. How they did not do this, they did not do that. What will you do for the Liberian people? These people they are already in power. So all of the things that you listing I did not do, some Liberians they are aware of it. So why can't you tell them what you will do to be able to strengthen it, but you use that time, all of that time to be able to bomb off the ruling party? Why can't you use that time to be able to lay your platform to the Liberian people? Why can't you? Okay, so let's go to the Facebook Live and take a few comments. This is Moba Coco, and he says, "Good morning to you guys in the studio. I'm Moba Coco, co-chair of Team 12 for re-election of Wea Taylor." Okay, thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. Always put your comments there, and it will be read out on this platform. Always do that, and your comments will be read out. We are not yet taking phone calls. We'll start to take calls by 9. Sharp 9 will take calls. We'll give more time to the callers today so that they can be able to address this issue, so that they can be able to look at what is happening within the opposition party and give their own thoughts about it. They will be able to do it. But just before that, let's go to or that NEC page and be able to take few things that were said yesterday. Like I said yesterday, the 2023 campaign guidelines, the authority for the National Election Commissions, and they were there giving guidelines out to some people about how this election is going to be. So I'm just going to read it out to the public so that they can know what happened yesterday at NEC. So it says 2023 campaign guidelines. Authority, the National Elections Commission, pursuant to the powers vested in it under Section 2.9 of the new elections law, to formulate guidelines consistent with the provisions of the 1986 Constitution of Liberia, hereby formulates the following campaign guidelines for the 2023 general elections. These guidelines shall apply to political parties, alliances, coalitions, and independent candidates. These guidelines shall not be construed to limit additional requirements imposed by any provisions of the new elections law and all relevant decisional law. Citations. These guidelines may be cited as the 2023 campaign guidelines. Definitions. The following words, terms, and phrases shall have the meaning ascribed to them hearing a state where the context clearly indicates a different meaning. NEC or commission means the National Election Commission. Aspirant means anyone conversing for an elective public office under the provisions of the new elections law. Candidate means any individual who has been endorsed by a political party, coalition, or alliance, or who runs as an independent candidate for an elective public office and has been duly accredited by NEC. Campaign means canvassing for votes and verbal expression or symbolic speech of an aspirant candidate, political party, coalition, or alliance done, by, done for the purpose of electing or promoting an aspirant or candidate for elective public space. 2023 campaign guidelines. Official campaign period. The campaign period for the 2023 election shall be from August 4th, 2023 to October 8th, 2023. So campaign opens tomorrow. So many things going to be going on in Liberia. Campaign opens tomorrow, August 4th, and ends October 8th, 2023. There shall be no campaign activity or activities outside the campaign period. Activities permitted outside the campaign period. The following activities may be conducted before, during, and after the official campaign period. One, political party meetings. Two, political parties membership draft. Three, establishment of political party offices. Four, political party fundraising activities. Five, use of a political party's logos on its offices, vehicles, and properties. Holding of political party national and local conventions primaries. Seven, petitioning or endorsing ceremony. A person desiring to contest for public office is not a candidate for said office until that person has been certified as such by the commission. In responding to a petition to seek the nomination of one's political party or contesting an independent candidate, an aspirant is prohibited from engaging in any of the premature campaign activities stated herein. I will take that. In responding to a petition to seek the nomination of one's political party or to contest as an independent candidate, an aspirant is prohibited from engaging in any of the premature campaign activities stated herein. Publicity made in preparations for the said process, erection of billboards, pictures, banners, posters, placards, and any other printed materials shall be removed within 72 hours following the close of such event, campaign period activities for the 2023 general elections. The following activities may be done during the official campaign period announced by the Commission. Campaign rallies, holding a march, parade, or other assemblies for the purpose of soliciting votes and or promoting an individual as parent or candidate by way of speech, billboards, pictures, banners, posters, placards, or any other printed material that tend to promote an individual as parent or candidate for an elected office space. Okay, so that's just a little on the NEC campaign guidelines. Yesterday, these guidelines they were released by NEC yesterday, where they made all of these all of these things known to the public. So that's just it. We have been talking on things that have been happening within the opposition unity party, all of the allegations that have been narrowed against them, and they are now responding to it. And we also talk about laying a platform to the Liberian people, telling Liberians what you can do for Liberia comes this 2023 elections instead of criticizing the ruling government. They have played their part. They did theirs. The 6 years. They have something to show for Liberia and Liberians. Now it's your time. You want to be in that seat come October 10th, 2023. Tell us what you can do for Liberia. Lay your platform to Liberians. And about forget about criticizing people. Tell the Liberian people what you can do. And we are also talking about peace. We are looking at peace this October 10 elections. Just yesterday morning, the presidential candidates, they were at NEC, that's the National Election Commission. They had a meeting, and that meeting was centered around peace, around maintaining the peace this October 10 elections. We should be able to maintain the peace this elections. We all should be able to trust NEC so that they can do their job. We want people coming up and saying if Joseph Waka happens to win the election, then CPP or that's CPP, that's Edison, ANC or CDC coming up and saying that the result is not true. Something went on there. Or if CDC happens to win the election, United Party comes out and say that it's not true. Something went on there. No, we need to maintain the peace. And in maintaining the peace, these presidential candidates, they should know that we Liberians, we are the ones putting them into power. So they should be able to tell us what they can do for Liberia. You know, people talking about CDC saying that they had done nothing for Liberia, saying that Liberians and Liberia need to be rescued. My question here is, Joseph Parker worked within the Ellen Johnson government for 12 good years as a vice president. And he said that he was an all-car parked within the garage. We agree. Clearly, we agree. But since at the age 29, you started to work within government, what can you show the Liberian people? You worked within different sectors. What are some of your earmark? What can you show them that they will be able to vote you? Like I previously said on this platform, we are not saying it's a representative job to build roads, to construct roads. We are not saying it's a representative job to be able to build some, toilets within the community. We are not saying it. But we need to see what you can do. We need to see the initiatives you have been taking on. We need to see some of the things you have been doing. Like Woki Zolo. Woki Zolo is contesting in District Number 6 as representative. Is that our job to build toilets for these people? But she's doing it because she feels that she wants to give back to Liberians. She feels that some of these things, if she do it, people will look at it and say, yes, based on what this woman is doing, she needs to be elected. We need to put her in the horse to be able to to be able to make some decisions for Liberia, to be able to make some decisions for our district. Tell us what you can do for Liberia, what you will do for Liberia, what you have been doing for Liberia. Lay your platform and forget all of these throwing talks, throwing jobs at each other. Too many things happening within the opposition sector, Unity Party, too many allegations coming up. These are some of the things you should be addressing now. These are the things that your mind's supposed to be focused on. And leave these people, let them be able to focus on their side and tell us what they can do for Liberia. Politics is a very nice game. I always tell people that politics, when you are into politics, it doesn't mean that you two are enemies. Politicians can be best of friends. That's the beauty of politics. You all are going there to see what you can do for the country, to be able to develop the country. Liberia is 176 years of age. You too, you should be friendly, be able to get that mindset that we will be able to help Liberia and Liberians. But no, not Liberia politicians. They are there because They want to enrich themselves. In Liberia, we see politics as money-making thing. Yes, Samira is saying this because of Liberia. This is how we see politics. We are not going there for these people who we are seeing in the streets, who are hungry. We are not going there to be able to develop the country, to be able to construct roads so that we'll be able to get food to come in, to be able to get investors to help this country. Is now what some of the politicians are going there, but they are going there for themselves. This is why I always tell people when it's election year, you have to be vigilant. You have to be wise when it's election year. Because these people are coming to you to give you $10, $15, one bag of rice to be able to put them there. If you put them there, that the country of money they will be eating so. So you have to weigh the both sides. Campaign opening tomorrow, beginning tomorrow, too many things will be going on in Liberia. We all know how campaign period can be. So you have to make a decision. Look at all of the parties. Look at ANC. Look at the collaborating political party. I don't know whether they are still collaborating. Look at the coalition for democratic change. Look at all of this. Look at Tier 1 Gongolo, the integrity paper. Just the other day, Tier 1 Gongolo came on our platform. He lay his basis why he wants to become president for Liberia without sending words out to this other government, how this other government is doing something that is not right. It's not right. He focused on himself when he came here the other day. It's what we want. Liberians, look at all of these presidential candidates. Look at what they have done. Look at their platforms before putting them there. We can say that, yes, we don't know what this other person, this man might be good, he might be doing good things for our community or Liberia before he's ascending into power. And when he ascends into power, he's going to change. People can say that, yes, it's a right to say that. But you have to look at what the person has done, have been doing for Liberia over the time. The reason why I'm saying this, I'm sitting on this radio this morning to say this is because elections is right here. And we Liberians, people who are listening to Radio Land, they have to know what they are going to do to the Bucks this October 10th. They don't have to be fooled by these people who doesn't have this country at heart. By these people who only come when it's election year. By these people who only bring you rice when it's election year. After their six consecutive years, they will be in the power. They will not have their time. After the 6 years, they start to come back with promises that that will not even be fulfilled. We have to be smart, Liberians, Liberia. We have to be smart. And for the CPP have to come to the public and tell us what is going on. Too many allegations narrowed against them. They owe us. They owe us explanation. I can say they owe us explanation. I'm not saying Joseph Baka should come and address the people, but you have people within United Party that are supposed to do that work. Because once you are vying for a public space and there's allegations being raised against you, you have to clarify the air. I'm always linking it to Cummins. Cummins is always clarifying this is alleged gay business that Liberians are talking about. Bon County, last week in Bon County, he spoke about it again. If these things happening within your political party and you are not answerable to Liberian people, you cannot come up to tell us something. When will you be answerable to them? When you have to come up and say something about what's going on. We drop Costa on. All right, we will drop Yaka Koluba on. But we will hold Beneda Yure on because Beneda Yure have been consistent with you. Consistency. These people we are seeing around you, they came in not too long. Prince Johnson, the MTR, he brought his MTR. They came in just the 2 days. But Beneda Yure have been there under the ring, under the sun. He have been there with you. And coming up with that kind of tone that he used to talk, to express himself, saying that they were going to be treated as dogs. I think it's something that we should get or respond. It's something that raises eyebrows. It's something that we should address. Not CPP, but the UP. Unity Party, it's something that you should address if you are going into this year's elections. It's alleged that you went up there, you had a convention in Minnesota, you started to select people that will come down here and work in government if you happens to win this October. So what about those people who are here? These people who will vote you this October, what about them? That you will go up there. Some of these people you even went to, they will not come down here to give you their vote. But because you are lobbying, go up there and start. I don't want to talk about frequency because I just hear people who are very, very much inconsistent. People who I can say that they cannot be satisfied. You work in government, you got money, you are able to put food on your table to live a good life. You president, we are government. Only because you were taken from your position, you went up there and you turned to big opposition, a very huge one. Why can't Liberians try to help Liberia? Why can't we try to help the innocent people down there? People who they doesn't have money for their children fees to be paid. People who are down there, they don't have food on their table. They doesn't even have a what to do. Why can't we help them? Why can't you do business? Why can't you open place that people will be able to work and be able to sustain their family too? Is that only a government job you want? Is that how hungry and desperate these people are? These people who we want for them to rule us? Will they be hungry and we put them within that seat? If they are hungry and we put them within the seat, my brother, then we will not get anything from them. Or my sister out there listening. Because Facone, they work the Ministry of Information. They got money now. So why must you be hungry and desperate to that level, to that extent? Why? You jumping from one political party to another. If you learn not show face in the other government and they put you down, my brother, you rest and wait. But you jumping from one political party to another political party, causing division, making Liberians to be divided. And these are the people who will go out there and knock glasses. I am Liberia-VOL. I'm here this morning bringing you information, bringing you national issues. And unfortunately, Grace Williams Joshua and Famata Duncan couldn't be with me today due to some important reasons. But nevertheless, tomorrow the full team is going to be in the studio. And we are going to bring you breakfast together tomorrow. But for now, I'm Liberia-VOL. So we were discussing about some of the things that's happening within the opposition unity party. There's too many things going on in that party, and we are not getting any response. But rather, people are saying, or they are saying that they are focused on rescuing Liberia. That's what they are saying. How can you be focused on rescuing Liberia when you are not answerable to Liberians now? That's one of the questions. If you are not answerable to us now, when will you be answerable to us? That's one of the talking points this morning. And we also talked about focusing on laying your platforms, telling the Liberian people what you can do for them, telling them what you have done and what you will do for Liberia, and not castigating or throwing jabs at the ruling party, because the ruling party had done that within the 6 years. You can see developments within the country. You know, I don't care how people will feel, right? But where the truth belongs is where we will put it. When we are seeing development, we will say we are seeing development. And we are seeing it indeed. We are seeing development. We are seeing roads construction, that one. We are seeing hospitals being built. We are seeing parks that enable the children to go and have fun. And even the invisible park behind it, we have all that was around there. It was changed to concrete. In some of the counties, we are seeing the proper housing units. These are some of the things we are seeing. So if you are coming and wanting to be president for Liberia this October 10th elections, you should be able to tell us what you can do for Liberia. It's what you should be able to tell us. Lay your platform. George Manning, we are talking about freedom of speech. We are seeing it. It's one of the promises fulfilled. People are free in this country. You can talk. You sit on radio and talk. You sit on the internet and talk. You have freedom of speech. When you are wanting to be president for Liberia and Liberians, you'll be able to lay your platform and stop throwing jabs at people. Stop it. Opposition Unity Party, you need to come to us and tell us what is happening within your house. Because if you cannot settle the little problem within your house, how will you control Liberia? How will you rule Liberia? How? And I can tell you that most of these people who are out there saying negative things about this government, saying negative things about Liberia, if you happen to give them 4 good days to run Liberia, they will have nothing to do. But you know, when you are not there, it's when you do all of the talking. When you get in there, then you start to hiss. You start to say, oh, but I don't know how you are looking. Too many problems within your house. Costa Uchun, Costa Uwonsa. But what about Bernard Agure, a very strong ally? He has been with you 6 good years. When all of these people who are around you now, they weren't there at the time. It was Bernard Agure. And Bernard Agure came up and he said that if you were going to win elections, they were going to be treated as dogs. And he said there's no way that he can support Unity Party. And people out there telling us that Unity Party don't owe us explanation. They do. They owe us explanation. Joseph Boakai is a very strong man, has the leadership skill, the leadership ability. I think he should use this leadership skill and be able to address some of these things. Not going into Minnesota and making arrangements and agreements there. Why you have the ordinary people on the ground that will be voting you and wanting and have the mindset that they will get something or get some kind of job with the Unity Party. But you are up there making negotiations already. Naming people who will be within your government. It's alleged we got it from a reliable source. Why you have people on the ground here who will be under the rain, under the sun, to see that your election is successful. These are some of the things Liberians should look at. These people, they are going to the diaspora to go and get their people from there. What become of you? What become of me? I can clearly state right here that I'm supporting nobody. But where the truth belongs is where I put it. 176 years, and I always tell people, let's take up the 6 years. Because within 6 years, we have seen a lot of things here. We are seeing a lot of developments here. We are seeing it. And when somebody is doing good, you give them their flower while they are alive. Just the same way how if it was Unity Party, if I had things, marks that Joseph Boakai had done for Liberia within his 49 years that he served the government, I was going to list everything here. He did some things for the people of Lofa. Yes, we are not forgetting that. But there's a lot of years you spent within government and we did not see anything. So if you were an OK part doing early regime for 12 good years, wherein the vice presidents can be over the Ministry of that sports, you were part OK part within the garage, and now you went and you and Prince Johnson, y'all came together, y'all click. And now a vice president is coming from, your vice candidate is coming from Nimba County, Jeremiah Kun. Will you not be part to this young boy, Ellen Johnson, who was very old at the time? She had age. You were part. What's about Jeremiah Kun and Prince Johnson? Because once Prince Johnson is within this, we will not exclude him from this presidency. There's something we will not do. Because he was the one who brought, very sure that he was the one who brought Jeremiah Kun to the table. There were some negotiations made. Just the way that Prince Johnson is now saying that negotiation was made between him and Joe Wiyah gave him 4 ministries, the people of Lima, 4 ministries. How can that be possible when you know the laws of Liberia? How can 4 ministers come from Nimba County? If that document was on paper, Prince Johnson was going to bring it to the public. But I think it was very properly made. Prince Johnson, he cannot just support a party without self-interest or without getting anything in return. So I'm pretty sure that Prince Johnson made an agreement with Unity Party that I bring my vice candidate from Unity Party and I'll be able to give you the people of Nimba, because like he's always saying that he's the godfather of Nimba. So these are some of the things we are discussing. We have no time, and at 10, we will be calling it a day on the Good Morning Liberia. It's 9:22 already, and I think it's about time we open the orange line. We'll be able to talk to Liberians who want to give their thoughts on this discussion this morning. People started calling already. And lastly, we also talked about maintaining the peace. Before I take that call, we also talked about maintaining the peace within Liberia. Yesterday, presidential candidates, they were at the National Election Commission, and they had a meeting, and that meeting was centered around peace, to maintain the peace within Liberia comes October elections. So if you are calling to make your points, after you get through making your points, you'll be able to talk a little about peace. How can we maintain the peace within Liberia? Yeah, looking at the Farmington Declaration that was signed. So you can call us on 0770 907 907 and be able to tell us what you are thinking this morning. Let's take this call. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You are live.
Yeah, my name is Bama Willer, and I joined my capital side this morning to be scientist in 34 village.
Okay, Poema, one of our regular callers. Go ahead.
Let me say thanks for the personal discussion, my sister. You know, I like the question you continue to focus this morning. For President Wiahu, we can see what he has done for this country and what he continues to do for this country. But now the opposition, like the left of the Unity Party, because what can really confuse me about Unity Party before, if you talk about the party in my 12 years, they can say Joe Biden wasn't there. He was our president in all our boards. But when you talk about other good things that Martin did in 12 years, then they want to include Joe Biden to say why. Why they should do that? So for us, they turn around, let them please tell us what they have done for this country that they want us to elect them. Because when they carry Joe Biden anywhere, the only message that they always say like is to make President we are on one-term president. Is that the agenda? Is that the platform to make President we are one-term president?
Okay.
We are one-term president. Is that what the development that you bring to the country?
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where do you reach your mass from?
Thank you very much. We have the time. This is Bobby Abu Meska. I joined the discussion from this. Let me appreciate those two beautiful young ladies.
It's only my 1 year, Samira. It's only Samira here this morning. My colleagues couldn't be here due to some important reasons.
Okay. You know, I just like the way you guys are just lasting at the unity party and the seven work and saying it's strategy. No, we are forgetting it for the reality and focusing on somebody who has not gotten the presidency. The presidency is to be lucky at him that much. On the brother doesn't have that. The man was the country was in the privacy, my young lady. You're not lucky on the man, you're betting the man. The man was done the government was the government as the young people. You let him go to Christian with phone. That's the person who's always be dealing with. But you're saying that honorable brother when America, you family people are, it's not
okay. Oh, all right, conclude. Okay.
We all know we need peace. So we are going to push an election. The peace of the country lies in the hands of the rest of Canada because peace controls the peace of this country.
Okay.
I'm not going to look on the table who shall win the election October 10th.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning.
Well, good morning, my dear. How are you guys on?
I'm okay.
Thank you. This is the governor for this spring of 10. I'm so high the member from this point. Thank you. I love good fellow. You know, I want to say good to you this morning for sure. You know, the thing is that, like one of your callers just said, it is just flattering. In the past, our father said he was old car park. And you know, again, he said he's living on loan. So I don't know when you come up with a name, then you have team name and say rescue. I don't know, is it a car that was parked before they want to rescue? The tire vents that the car will be able to move.
The person at Liberia, they come and rescue.
No. today, President, we are rescuing all of those things. Why is true that all is now rosy? We are now 100% in rescuing them. But with the sales therefore, they are already gone. That is the minute says now, the complete is where there, I know all of those things will be said. But there is nothing there for the people to say the rescue are here, take are here, sweeping.
Okay, so my brother conclude.
Yeah, to conclude. So all we can tell them is just have to wait. And to the issue of the peace of this country is our concern. Every political party, we pray that you guys will be able to speak to all of your supporters. Let's maintain the peace of this country, because the peace of this country need work for the peace of this nation.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Master. Good morning to my friends of the
Okay.
Johnson, I flew in this morning for the reading room of my brother, just like you, my brother, the best president of the Republic of Liberia.
Go ahead.
This morning, my sister. Let me appreciate you.
Okay.
You know the election are coming for me. I'm not going to stop more. Because I find a concern as a Liberian, as a patriotic Liberian. I know Joseph Jima Bwaka is the next president, and there is why we, the Unity Party team, Liberty Party team, Washington Liberian, we decide to pray for the child Joseph Jima Bwaka said you want to become president, we pray for peace, and there is why the peace will always be demonstrated for the Unity Party angle, and we make sure that they will end up ground with proceed the right way, because the peace of the country, and it comes to our body policy, we reach the political arena. The peace of the country lies in the hands of the National Election Commissioner, and I believe she will not take us back. She will not make for this election be the 1985 election where Jackson Fire don't want election and then do it. This election will be 1997 election where Chad Daniel won flat. It would be the same president of this seven ambassador, just like Nima Bwata.
Okay.
Opportunity and long live my mother.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where do you join us from?
This is Edmond Khan. We do have a say for the re-election, but we are calling from Silver.
Okay.
You know, that is what the Unity Party people are doing. You telling me you will win the election on one ballot because yes, the citizens say they will win the election on one ballot because we are sure that we can win the election on one ballot. And then you come out and say you don't have what to say. That means the commodity that you got is very hard to be sold among the Latino people. You should tell us what you should tell us what the candidate will do for us when we elect him. Because he was there for 2 years as the vice president of Kennedy. He said he was bad. He couldn't wait. He couldn't do anything. He said he was all back. In fact, when he got into the race of the 17, the boy is called the VOA. He said he couldn't run on the electorship of Kelly Johnson. How can you work with somebody for the past 12 years? Then you say you will not run on the president legacy. Then you say you spread an opportunity. Then you also say that if I want you guys will use the opportunity properly. Don't for all that you are seeing beyond the that we are today. You could have thought up for beyond we are for you guys to do well.
Okay, so conclude, my brother. We don't have time.
So at what time now you'll be able to do well for the Liberian people. So all I can say to Mama, Papa, brother, sister, look, October election is very crucial for the development of Liberia. Not go for development. That man is poor. He cannot make it. He was
Thank you. Good morning.
good morning,
Good morning. You are live. Go ahead.
I just start very carefully. I want to for example, the ethics of generation is
my brother, you are not here to tell me what to do, and you are not here to teach me my profession. I chose. Okay, so here's the thing. This is the point where most of the callers and myself can have the problem. I lay my platform. I chose what to discuss this morning. I brought fights. And now you are here telling me that the ethics of a journalist is to be balanced. I brought facts. I came with a topic this morning. So you are not going to call on this platform and you tell me what to do when I'm the one sitting behind this microphone. Everybody that's calling here, I'm giving them the opportunity to express themselves, whether they are for Joseph Bwaka or against Joseph Bwaka. It's because it's your time to talk. I talked mine. It's your time to talk is the reason why I'm giving you the platform now for you to make your points. If you feel that Joseph Baga should be re-elected, you get your points and everything. All of the things that I said, things that are happening within the Unity Party. If you think that it's not true, you lay your points. But you're not come at me and telling me that the work of a journalist, I went for journalism school, I know the work of a journalist, and I'm the one on this platform. So when I'm giving you the time to talk and you don't want to go to the issue, I'm definitely going to cut you off. I will do that. If you are just joining us, this is Voice of Liberia 104.1. Currently listening to the program Good Morning Liberia. My name is Liberia-VOL and we are taking calls. Let's get this. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, that person left. 0770-907-907. Let's take. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You are live. Your name and where do you join us from?
Yeah, my name is Matt. So I don't have information on my county.
Okay, welcome.
So your analysis this morning. These are all sort of analysis that which you have made. Are you telling us that like the way people should really learn just Banavia based on the kind of economic constraint that they are facing currently in our country?
I told you to elect anybody. No. Listening problem. You people got listening problem, I swear.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Samira, I come here.
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm Peter Kelly Cancer. I come from under the street light in Lower Johnsonville.
You under the street light again?
Yeah. You know, this street light is historic.
No, go ahead. Go to the point.
Okay. You know, the issue relating to the opposition and what Henry Costa said about Joseph Walker relating to the mountain, our mountain in Lofa County.
My brother, we are not even discussing Henry Costa.
Yeah,
we are not discussing Henry Costa.
You made mention on that, on the revelation.
Yes, I did. Yes.
Yeah. So it's true. It is not false, and it did not Homer Joseph Walker first time to wanting to mortgage that mountain when we were at the University of Liberia 2013. They wanted to give that particular mountain to an Indian company. We have to protest against them. So it is true. What all the best say, it is true. And these guys, their political ideology does not fit in this particular morning, the pluralistic democracy.
Okay, thank you.
Their ideas are in a primitive stage.
Thank you.
Now we are in the morning stage. You can bring old men that cannot even use one job to become president for us.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, that's the president of the citizen party.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. First of all, I want to tell you thank you for your talking for this morning.
Okay.
And I want to say good morning to President George Manalia, my friend. You see, my brother and my sister, they tell you for free that the peace that we be sitting in the country is because of President Bia. President Bia is the man that we see the peace in the country for 12 years. And President Bia was the arrogant person like the Arab. That's today, after that, we are still 41. So to tell you that President Bia is the man that continues to be seen the peace. So I want to tell every Liberian, every Tunisian, every Catholic.
Okay, thank you. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. All right, let's take. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
You people have to walk away from your monitor before calling you.
Yeah, I'm far from the monitor.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Prince, and I'm from the rehab, Jonathan Rehab.
Okay.
Yeah, I say thank you for your expertise, but just so I can assure you that the solution to the current crisis we're in, and I can assure you that it is resolved, that we have resolved. You see, when you are a former vice president, you cannot be a former vice president for all the negative things in this country. You be a former vice president. So I can assure that we have resolved, and today you know probably the next one in this country. That was what came. So if people should continue to feel a job, get any form of manner with you people. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where do you join us from?
My name is Mohammed Adama, calling from Omega.
Okay, go ahead, Mohammed.
They believe that people have that because we are already trying to say like the external master of development of things like that. First thing you have to understand what the person that people are going through. We are not telling anyone here to vote for Rwanda or vote for anybody else. Then you really want to understand that when the way you are living, if you see that your living condition is okay with you, then vote for we are.
As simple as that.
If you think that things are against your will, then you vote for the opposite.
Very simple, my brother.
These are messages that we are sending to the like 20 people. We are not here to tell somebody what to do. You don't want to going through your suffering. You don't want to going through your suffering on the daily basis.
Okay.
If you see that things are okay, then that is clear is the way. But if you see that things are not fine, then you can find another way to go.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Sarah.
Good morning. Your name and where do you join us from?
My name is Jimmy S. Mola, calling from Togo.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me say thank you for the topic of discussion this morning. You know, the people can only hear, but most of them they face a serious listening problem.
I say, my brother.
Yeah, when it comes to the platform, they can be monitoring the issue, but they can just keep giving that info.
Exactly, that's the point.
That the problem that most of them facing. So you know, when it comes to the country business, when it comes to the former president, I will tell you, Jordan Mugabe will not be elected in this country as president. Jordan Mugabe has said what the United Party guy insulted all the opposition of lying in the country. So even if they don't today they go for Rwanda, they don't go for United Party, they will say that to the government. They have said to that place, Jordan Mugabe said all the support has insulted all the opposition in this country. So no more one can even support to him. One of the ANC see that you don't get friends. All the opposition in this country, they have his own friends for now. He has just left alone because he has supported the one act against all his friends. He don't want to speak for the truth, so when speak wrong, he don't call anybody to advance. He don't settle issue. So that problem that he put his problem that he facing, he don't face him. He always there to support and supporting people that can support him. He was supporting him, he was working for the one eye in this country, the organizer, the Jews, and he was supporting it. So one goes out and says, when he says you want to get part of that, we don't get part of that. For me, the only advice I give on that dream, let our be peaceful, go to the fire, or to what them, and let the president want to event.
Simple.
We voting for President John we are, or to what them.
Okay. You. Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where do you join us from?
Yeah, thank you very much, my sister. My name is Evan M. Keller, calling from Amagasi 52.
Okay.
So let me tell you this now. We're now going to.
Oh, that person left. Okay. You can call us back. We would like to get your point. So the number is okay. Let's take. Good morning.
Good morning, yeah.
Good morning. Your name and where do you join us from?
I'm calling from Tower.
Go ahead.
My dear sister, you know, when you are a journalist, you must accept that. And just continue to do your professional ethics or employ your professionalism in whatsoever you are doing. This is democracy. Those who are calling that the government is so tense and hard, I think some of them, if you ask their ages, some of them will tell you they are in their 50s, 40s. So if you deduct 40 years, deduct 50 years from 40 years, and you ask them for the achievements, they will never show you nothing. The first job we had to bring it out on them. Because of the laziness and carelessness of them, they don't want to do nothing. They don't want to learn to understand the young people. Every day they deny politicians. I will say, instead of them to go and learn, now we have schools in this country free of charge, but they don't want to do it. Okay? Let me be bold to you. As I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking under a new lighted community in Upper Carwell. So those who are against us, they are just wasting the pharmacy, not the clinic, or not the hospital. And the brother Joe Parker has any drugstore in Lufa. My dear sister, let me be bold to you. Young people need to open their eyes. Those definite politicians should not continue to fool them to destroy the nation. Some of them, they never start the war. We just start the war. We know what is war. We know what is the agony of war. So those of them that are really fighting to see the downfall of this nation, God in heaven will not get and see them great.
Okay, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm okay.
I'm Sandra Siri calling from St. Jersey.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes. There are 2 points that are important, but let me just pick up one. That has to do with Joseph Walker answer to all these allegations against him. That is right. But I think we should start with Joe Obon. When Mobile Model said that he was sleeping with the girls and going for money put in his pocket, we should begin with that. Then we are facing the reality. Let John Yatia up. Let him answer to Mobile Model's claim that he's sleeping with girls to give them job, and he's going out, drinking money, and putting his finances for his own selfish use. Mobile Model has been with John for more than 10 years. So when Mobile come out to see this thing, Liberians should know the fact. Let John come and tell the Liberian people about this thing against him. Thank you for your show.
Okay, thank you. Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, you're live. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mr.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you this morning for the program.
Wow.
I don't know why people won't have a problem with you because they never tell Father to come and see why you want to do for Liberia people. Because they work for the summer year, but really enough to get me book of our country. And you say, you can't roll on my study like that. So right now, let's see it's up to us. So now, about you say,
okay.
Now, about you say, you don't take this money for a program.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Don't be afraid. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, man. Yes, it's the studio.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just advancing public opinion. And I call for the compound of the Intellectual Response Bureau of the National Revolutionary Youth League of the CDC.
Okay.
Yeah, and put that to the point. The re-election of President Weah is very clear. We are going to re-elect President Weah, and re-electing President Weah is a continuity of the free tuition of the wild field of the housing unit and that of the sports park in this country. Thank you very much for affording me the opportunity.
Okay, thank you. So you can call us on 0770-907-907 and be a part of this discussion. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Your name and where do you join us from?
I'm joining from Power Plant.
Okay.
Yeah, you see, sister in studio, the Unity Party people, they will never understand. Because Unity Party is the cure for this country. The first thing somebody says to the party for 6 years, then you betray them. Then what you think will gain the country yet? So just forget about Liberia politics. Yeah, just sit down. Then go look and find the ready to do. So thank you.
Okay, thank you too. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where do you join us from?
This is Michael for Shanghai.
Okay, Mr. Koko.
Yeah, just listening to your caller area and laughing. But I don't want that caller who just said that college said Joseph Baga should go lower and let you go ask about the threshold and get. We also want to know what is threshold and just like getting great crew. Yeah, that's just complete rubbish.
Okay, thank you. So that's it. You call us on 0770-907-907 and good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, you are live.
Okay, I'm Joseph Lama of local council of Bandit. Let me tell you one thing. You are the one that get a gavel in your hand. No United Party thing legally for themselves. So, my sister, let me be very frank with you. Thank you very much. I not get up for Unity Party, holding the job they attack you. Don't let people know you are the one that get the gavel in your head. You are the supreme. Anybody attack you, cut them off. You understand me?
Okay, thank you. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Good morning. My people, I'm always telling you, if you're calling, you walk away from your monitor. Y'all won't pass my ear in studio.
Morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. You know, getting coming up.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. And you that know yourself, you know yourself. And the time that I need to go something about, then you learn for yourself. Keep it open. If you think that you're weird, man, fine. If you're a woman, it's fine. So the bad about yourself. So why you be acting among yourself? And this is another reason. So thank you for that.
Okay, thank you. Why is
Hello?
good morning?
Good morning, mommy. How are you, sir?
I'm okay.
My name is Steven Nawe, and I join you from Firstly around the dead man party headquarters.
Okay.
I will speak to the point to be real in this country. We must force President we are women. The election we see in the country, there is no comparison to President we are. They need Joseph Foka in Benjamin because 1908 when Lagos was fallen Joseph Foka. When you go in local country on Joseph Foka, there are things there. Then it will lead us to vote Joseph Foka. The new Joseph Foka is not ready for in our history. Joseph Foka is a dead man. We are never look at the incumbent and local people that Joseph Foka important. We want this development, we want our schools, our vote, and people to well fit in this country. We believe in President we are the legacy of President we are going to put it to the show that we make sure President we are go for that. If you go for that, the person who when you leave power for something, he will come for the church will be a young president, if you need to talk about it, I think the best thing that God policy. We got no policy to talk about in the country yet.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm well calling Johnny from New House United States. What I have to say is one job we have covered about in explain to why he wanted to do for Liberia. And let you know also explain to why he would do for us.
It's as simple as that. Very simple. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mama.
Okay. You know where do you join us from?
I need Kevin from Sunday Circle.
Go ahead, Kevin.
Yeah. They see the talking about where we are. Let's just have Waka go in, Lopa can say, whether you even get a hot with the back of people for Jack, can I be clear? In that even get one back there. One. So that the people did a paper, and the paper said that they say, what they like. Because in the first day, they say that you sleep away. When the work committee, they put the later,
okay. Thank you. Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Yeah, morning.
Yes, where do you join us from?
Yeah, my name is Aaron. I'm calling from Boston.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, people who call in the morning talk about all the time that you have back there, when you are done for the past day, and what so my question to them this morning is all the time that they into all the time that they into what are the things that you carry on in Granville County? One thing. And so that is the country push that I got all the people in the country I have. Take the video and I don't care. That was 17 when it's over after the president. I want to say after.
Okay, thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, morning, Mama.
Good morning, Adima. Where do you join us from?
My name is Fatima Dajaya.
Okay, go ahead. Easy to see.
Because we are in power. Then and when you start, and no matter how it takes that we are winning the country, they don't take that that we will be then how they call it message, he will After the 12 years will 40 again. For 18 years, after 18 years will 40 again. You'll be the king of one that grew up. Because we know where you came from. So let's just go back to Twitter. Yeah. Go back to Twitter and go study yourself. Okay, thank you.